College kids still say that, right?
No one says that.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
Napa know-how.
Your broken AC may not be broken. It may just need a recharge with the Avalanche AC Recharge Kit. Just $39.99 plus an additional $15 prepaid Visa card by mail. Just pull the trigger and brrr. The Avalanche AC Recharge Kit. Now $39.99 plus $15 prepaid Visa card. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 6/30/18.
There is no difference between a man and a woman. None. Zero. Do you think this country would be in the mess that it's in if it were run by women? Answer the question.
Glenn Beck.
I'm not going to ask you, you misogynist.
Tonight at 7 on 630 KHOW.
I'm an ordinary man. They don't tell me nothing, so I find out all I can.
We are attempting, very pathetically, to do an Ask Michael Anything because, well, Angie's gone, and every time I come in here and I get things set up and ready to go, everything looks like it's ready to work, and I plug it on, and then boom, everything just crashes. And Drew is absolutely zero help back there. Zero help.
Totally useless.
Totally useless. Totally useless. And Angie, now Angie's on. Angie's listening online. What the music is. So the Ask Michael Anything is on YouTube at youtube.com/Michael Brown Today. You can tweet me on Twitter at Michael Brown USA. You can always email me, michaelbrown@iheartmedia.com. If Facebook's alive, you can do it over on Facebook, facebook.com/Michael D. Brown. And you can use the old-fashioned way. You can telephone me at 303-713-8255. There was a good question, and this is a sensitive question, but I'm going to ask it because I think I probably speak for almost every talk show host that gets this question. And this comes from Rick. Michael, thanks for what you do and have done. First off, it's truly appreciated. But my question is, what would it take for me to invite you and for you to accept the invitation to allow me to cook you and the missus a nice buffalo ribeye dinner? Rick, it's not going to happen. Can I be brutally honest about why it's not going to happen? There are, at any given time, I don't know what our cume is over the course of a week, but let me put it this way. If you see on my Facebook page, I have a post up right now because a conservative organization asked me to speak to them. It's on a Saturday. I told them what my fees for doing that were. My fees, I think, are, compared to Hillary Clinton or compared to Bill Clinton or Barack Obama, my fees are like a drop in the bucket. But my fees are set such that only people who are truly willing to pay the fee, and the fee is what I consider it worth my time to go do the event. Because here's the bottom line. Just like you, I work all week. And I know many people think that, well, it's a talk show, you don't work but just 3 hours a day. You don't see all the other stuff that goes into preparing. So I work a 8, 9, 10-hour day, just like, and actually I work like a 24-hour day because I'm constantly looking for shows. I'm constantly listening to the news. I'm constantly watching and observing for stories to bring you. So my life is busy. And when the weekend gets here, when the evenings get here, when the weekend gets here, that's family time. That's personal time. And so I'm only willing to go do a speaking event if the group is willing to pay what I consider is worth my time to go do that. If I accepted every invitation that I get to go to lunch, to have dinner, or whatever else, and I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can, I never have any time for myself, or for my actual close personal friends, or for my family. So going back to this conservative group, this conservative group was all, hey, we want you to speak, send us your speaker's packet. So I sent them out the speaker's packet, and they looked at the amount and they were like, oh, we can't afford that. Would you do it for X? No, this is what I do it for. And I set those fees at that amount because it's not worth my time to do it for less, because my time, like yours, is valuable. And I don't want to, I don't want to go give a speech at noon on a Saturday or a Saturday night unless an organization is willing to pay what they're willing to pay. And what I find fascinating is, who's the absolute worst about not paying speaking engagement fees? Conservative groups. They all think you should speak for free. And I'm like, do you not understand the free market? So part of my product is what I talk about. And so if I'm going to go talk about that on a Saturday night, I expect to be compensated for it. And if I'm not going to be compensated for it at the rate that is what I consider fair market value for what I'm doing, then I'm not. I'll put it this way. It's no skin off my back, because I still get to spend the weekend with friends and family and do what I want to do. So Rick, to your point, it's a kind gesture. It's a sincere gesture that I get all of the time, but I just have to turn them down. We do events, which is why when we do events, we try to get as many people out to them, because we think it's fun to meet people at a public place when I'm actually doing work anyway. Let's go to Ted, who's got a question. Ted, what's your question?
Well, Michael, I sent you a link a few days ago, and I was just wondering on your thoughts on political lesbianism.
When did you send that to me?
It's been a few days ago, I think. I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, then you need to email it to me.
Okay.
I hate Facebook Messenger.
Oh, well, then I apologize for that.
No, because no, there's nothing to apologize for. It's just that I haven't seen it because I don't look.
Fair enough.
Email. But you can email it to me. What's point real quickly?
Well, the point is, basically, it's a girl who does a YouTube channel who is actually very reasonable, even though she is somewhat liberal. She was tearing apart these hardcore feminists who are saying that if you're a woman and you're a feminist, you cannot be with a man. It's you basically have to be a lesbian in order to promote your cause. And
wait. If you're a feminist, you can't be with a man. So does that mean then that all feminists have to be lesbians?
I guess that's basically what the girl she was tearing this other girl apart who had posted a video saying that you cannot be a true feminist. It's to that degree anyway. If you are willing to have sex with a man, basically, you have to be a lesbian in order to be a feminist.
Okay.
A true feminist.
Okay, here's what you got to do, Ted. You got to promise me. You'll email that to me, Michael Brown at iHeartMedia.com. I got to look at that.
All right, I'll send it to you right now.
Okay.
Watch it on a break and then let me know what you think. If you could do that.
I don't know if I can get to it today or not, but trust me, I do. I mean this sincerely. I read every single email. That's why I would have noticed an email that said something about you wouldn't miss political lesbianism, right?
Not a chance. That's why I wanted to get this on the air. I'm like, I'm intrigued.
Don't you hate Facebook? Well, you're not even on Facebook. So
I'm on it, but not very often.
Right. I hate Facebook Messenger. Hate it. Ugh. I know. Oh, Angie sends me a text message. The stream is sucking today. Yeah, well, bite me, Angie, the producer. You could be here fixing it because Drew doesn't have a clue.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station with Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW, Denver.
This report is brought to you by LifeLock. Busy Friday commute. Southbound I-25, Nissan Intelligent Mobility will move you safely past a 3-car crash on the shoulder near Lincoln and cleaning up a crash northbound I-25 near Arapahoe. It's bunched up from Dry Creek Road. From there, slowing continues due to another collision northbound I-25 at I-225, right shoulder. Police on scene of a serious rollover crash at the intersection of 144th and Sable. Denver forecast thunderstorms and cloudy tonight, low of 63. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms continue, high of 87, low of 59. From there, we'll continue to cool a little Sunday through Tuesday. More thunderstorms, though, highs in the upper 70s, lows in the mid-50s. With your traffic and weather, I'm Dustin Ritchie, 630 KHOW.
The drive home can be more relaxing if you're not worrying about identity theft or malware attacking your mobile devices. Introducing LifeLock with Norton. Comprehensive protection for your identity and devices. Join at lifelock.com. Use promo code RISK to save an extra 10% off your first year.
I know that a lot of you are thinking about selling your home and getting one that you really want, but I also know that you have the same fear that we all have, and that is, if I sell my house, can I actually find another one? Well, Bobby Bolden has been selling homes for more than 40 years, and she says you got to know the tricks and techniques to finding the right house at the right price. Because getting your house sold in this market, well, that's the easy part. But learning how to pick the best offer to make sure that it closes with the least hassle and the top dollar for you, well, that's the trick. Well, Bobby is the one who teaches other realtors how to get top dollar for listings, to negotiate, and how to get the best possible deal for you. So when you list your home with Bobby, she's going to have it professionally staged and have HD photos taken to the house, and she pays for that out of her own pocket. She does that because it allows her to sell your home for 10 to 12% more on average than without it. So if you're thinking about selling your house, before you do anything, I want you to call Bobby. You're going to love her. Call Bobby right now at 303-618-2000. 303-618-2000.
I'm an architect.
I'm a doctor.
Music producer.
I'm an accountant.
We're business owners. When I found out that I could download big files.
Really big files.
Huge files.
CAD files.
X-rays.
Cloud files.
Audio files.
Zip files.
In seconds.
Not minutes.
In seconds.
And that all my employees,
with all their devices,
would have more than enough bandwidth.
I said, wow.
Wow.
Boom.
Sign me up.
That's a dream come true.
Introducing Gig Speed from Comcast Business. With download speeds up to 20 times faster than what most people have. Tons of bandwidth for everything your business does every day. And an affordable price. It's a small business owner's dream.
Now, I'm dreaming gig.
Really, really gig.
Comcast is building the largest gig speed network in the country. Now more small businesses in more places can dream gig. Comcast Business. Built for business. Visit dreamgig.com to learn more. Restrictions apply. May not be available in all areas. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed.
Retirement can last 20, 30, or more years. No wonder the #1 retirement fear is running out of money. So how do you feel? Are you confident your retirement savings will last throughout your retirement years? This is Linda Gardner with Blue Heron Capital, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, heard every Saturday right here on 630 KHOW. We can help you create a retirement income strategy that you won't outlive, a strategy to show you what you can spend with confidence, maintain your lifestyle, and follow your retirement dreams. You worked hard and saved for your retirement. Now it's time to make sure you have income to last your lifetime. Call today for your complimentary, no obligation visit and see how to get started with your own retirement income strategy, an income you won't outlive. Call right now, 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Celebrate our biggest savings of the year. It's the Champion Spring Celebration. It's our very best offer of the year. Buy 2 new Champion windows and get the third one free. Plus, get 20% off new Champion siding and sunroofs and 0 payments or interest for 12 months. Hi, this is Dave Logan, and Champion is the only window company that I personally endorse. Book your free appointment today online at getchampion.com. Experience lower energy bills, a more comfortable home, and huge home improvement savings with our best offer of the year. Online at getchampion.com. Buy 2 new Champion windows and get the third one free. Plus, get 20% off new Champion siding and sunrooms. Don't miss the Champion Spring Celebration. Book online at getchampion.com. That's getchampion.com.
The Champion limited lifetime warranty applies to Comfort 365 windows as long as the original purchaser owns the home. Subject to qualifying credit approval. Minimum purchase required. All discounts apply to our regular prices. Cannot be combined with other advertised offers. See store or website for details.
I'm Captain Obvious, and Hotels.com rewards me basically everywhere I stay. So why am I currently skipping stones with 4 locals and 1 grizzly bear outside this Riverside Lodge in Portland? Because Hotels.com lets me do me. And because, honestly, the bear just kind of joined in, and now we're afraid that if we stop, he'll get angry. He can smell our fear. Hotels.com. You do you and get rewarded.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Don't miss the Father's Day sale at your local Ace. Save $100 or more on what Dad really wants. That's right. Save $100 or more on select gifts from Traeger, Craftsman, and DeWalt. The best brands for Dad under one roof. And with so many great gifts at your neighborhood Ace, Father's Day shopping has never been easier. Hurry in for the Father's Day sale right now at Ace. Offers valid on select items through June 18th at participating stores only. See store for details.
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
All right, I'm about to give up on the. This is so irritating. We're trying to do as we try to do every Friday and have been doing for. I think this is the third week or the fourth week we've been doing this, and it actually works very well when the streaming's working. But you said the internet's been has sucked all day long in the building.
It's been really bad out here today.
I think that's why we keep getting kicked off. Favorite wild game meat? Quail or pheasant. That's not really wild game, but I'm thinking about something other than burgers and steaks. I don't really like venison. I do like elk. Fried quail. You can't get any better than fried quail. You like fried quail?
Never had it.
Never had it?
Nope.
We should bring in a little hibachi or something and fry some quail out here in the newsroom.
Yeah, why not?
Get the smoke detectors going off.
Yeah,
or
just do it in the studio. Can't smell any worse than what it usually does.
Oh, God, it smelled so badly when I walked in here today. I don't know what somebody had for lunch, or they lost their lunch or something in here. Oh, good grief. You can also, so even though we're still trying, yes, quail is great. We're still trying to do the Ask Michael Anything. And normally we get so many questions on Facebook and YouTube, but clearly Goober here doesn't understand how to do Facebook or YouTube. So you can still call 303-713-8255. You can still email me, michaelbrown@iheartmedia.com, or you can send me something on Twitter at michaelbrownUSA, and we'll still take questions. Let's see. Can Hillary still be indicted for the alleged crime she was exonerated for? She was never charged. So double jeopardy the question is, can Hillary still be indicted for the alleged crimes that she was exonerated for? She was not exonerated. She was just not charged. The FBI director said that he didn't think any prosecutor worth his salt or her salt would prosecute for those crimes. That is not a legal exoneration. So yes, she could technically still be charged, assuming that, and I don't know the answer to this question without researching it, whether or not the statute of limitations has run on that particular crime. And I don't know what that statute of limitations is. But I want to talk for just a minute about the whole Inspector General's report. I read every page last night. I went through the entire thing. It's fascinating because on one page, if you want to read, I'll just suggest this. You can Google Department of Justice Inspector General. And then once you get to the Inspector General's website, go to reports and click on 2018, and you'll see a report released on June 14. Click on that report. It'll open up a PDF in a separate window or a separate tab, and then you have the entire report in front of you. You can read the executive summary if you want to, but if you want the real meat of it, go to Chapter 12. Chapter 12. It's fascinating. Let me first talk about the report itself. The best way to understand an IG's report is that while it is an independent investigation, it is more like what you would expect from a outside law firm. You've heard of these outside law firms getting hired to come look at your company because maybe the CEO's been accused of sexual harassment. And so they're trying to figure out, the company is, do we have systemic problems with our policies, with our procedures, and do we have specific instances where the CEO perhaps sexually abused another employee? And so they will hire an outside law firm. So think of an inspector general like this outside law firm. They are not, in the sense, trying to seek justice. They're more like they're trying to understand the policies, the procedures. Were they followed? Were they not followed? Was there, or is there a problem that could be a legal issue for the company down the road? That's kind of what an inspector general's report is. So all of these people who thought that the inspector general would necessarily refer Comey or McCabe or Rosenstein or anybody else or any of these other employees for a criminal referral isn't necessarily true. When you think about what an outside counsel would do or an HR department would do, they're trying to figure out what's best for the client, what's best for the company. So they're reviewing everything, and that's what this inspector general did. Except that he used some weasel words that drive me crazy, because he says that he could not find any evidence of bias or any sort of predetermined outcome. But I think bias is the best word. And then you start reading through chapter 12, and it's actually all about bias. It's just that he doesn't use those words. You've heard the story that, they were worried that Donald Trump was going to actually win. And FBI agents are replying, well, don't worry, we're going to stop it. Let that soak in for just a second. We're worried Donald Trump would win. That alone is evidence of bias. You don't have to say it's bias. You don't have to tell me it's bias. And in fact, you can even tell me that it's not bias. But I take those words at face value. I'm scared, worried that Donald Trump is going to win. That tells me you don't want Donald Trump to win. That tells me you have a bias against Donald Trump. You don't want him to be president. You want, I guess Hillary, or I suppose you could argue maybe Jill Stein. But clearly there's a bias against Donald Trump. Then you get to the response text message. Don't worry, we will stop it. That's an FBI agent talking to another FBI agent. Now you can do whatever you want to with that piece of crap, with that turd floating in the swimming pool, but that's still a turd floating in the swimming pool. That is unequivocal evidence of bias, irrespective of what the inspector general wants to call it. So there was bias within the FBI. That brings me back to what I said yesterday, that it is, and I know Trump held this press conference. I watched a little bit of it this morning, not a lot. And I know that he thinks this is pure vindication. I don't know that it's vindication, but I do know that it's this. It clearly shows that the FBI was out trying to do everything they could to stop him. Now, what about Comey, though? Because Comey says, okay, I'm going to exonerate, to a caller's or a listener's point, I'm going to exonerate Hillary Clinton. I'm going to clear her of any wrongdoing. Well, doesn't that help Hillary Clinton? It clearly does. And what does it do? It shows a bias. So everywhere through this Inspector General's report is nothing but evidence of bias. The FBI is probably right now worse than the IRS. At least there was some modicum of attempt by Republicans to clean up the IRS. They didn't do it, but they tried.
This report is brought to you by LifeLock.
Southbound I-25 Nissan Intelligent Mobility will move you safely past a three-car crash on the shoulder near Lincoln. Crash northbound I-25 near Arapahoe is on the shoulder. It's left crowding from Dry Creek Road. From there, slowing continues due to another crash northbound I-25 at I-225 on the right shoulder. Then we have a collision at Girton north of Hampton. Lakewood police are diverting traffic through the strip mall parking lot at Eastman. Denver forecast tonight, thunderstorms and cloudy, low of 63 degrees. For Saturday, showers and thunderstorms, high of 87, low of 59. And we keep on cooling Sunday through Tuesday. More thunderstorms, though, highs in the upper 70s, lows in the mid-50s. With your traffic and weather, I'm Dustin Ritchie, 630 KHOW.
The drive home can be more relaxing if you're not worrying about identity theft or malware attacking your mobile devices. Introducing LifeLock with Norton. Comprehensive protection for your identity and devices. Join at lifelock.com. Use promo code RISK to save an extra 10% off your first year.
You know, all of us know or have heard a story about somebody getting a contractor, paying them a lot of money, only to get the job never done. Now, if you want to avoid that and you want to remodel your kitchen or bath, then you need to call Brian with Professional Home Design. Brian is fully licensed and insured. And unlike other bathroom and kitchen remodeling companies, Brian and Professional Home Design does everything. They put in the cabinets, countertops, plumbing, electrical fixtures. There's no part of the job that they're not qualified and certified to do. And here's why I like the way they do business. Once you sign the agreement and the work is scheduled, you meet with their designer at the showroom and you pick out your own tile, countertops, vanity cabinets, whatever. And then Professional Home Design buys everything it costs and pass that savings on to you. No markups. Call Brian and call or text him about your kitchen or bathroom remodeling right now. 720-369-8998 or online, professionalhomedesignsltd.com.
Spring into action and put the food you love back on your menu. Just because you're gluten-free doesn't mean you can't enjoy breads, hamburger, and hot dog buns, pancakes, cupcakes, and so much more. Gluten-Free Things is a local gluten-free and vegan bakery. Look them up online, glutenfreethings.com.
Attention men. Here are some facts you need to know about erectile dysfunction. First, it's a serious condition that affects nearly 50% of men over age 50. Second, many men who have it don't talk about it, and many suffer with it for years. Third, it's a condition that can be successfully treated in nearly 90% of men, even if pills and herbal treatments haven't worked in the past. So, if you suffer with ED, here's the most important fact. You can likely do something about it by making an appointment at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. The specialists at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic have successfully treated thousands of men right here in the Front Range, giving them back their confidence and their ability to perform when the time is right. Your office visit is only $99 and includes a medical consultation, a PSA and testosterone test, and a test dose of our physician-directed treatment. And if it doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call us, 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Don't let ED be a fact in your life. Make the call today, 720-440-7900.
Do you worry about market risk? Hi, this is Carlin Tucker. Would you like to participate in market gains only and receive none of the down ever? Is this possible? Yes, it is. Does such a strategy exist? Yes, it does. Protect your nest egg. Call Tucker Financial. We've been helping folks find the right balance of security, income, and opportunity for 35 years. Call 303-734-1234 or visit retirewithtucker.com. That's 303-734-1234.
If you've thought about installing solar on your home or business here in Colorado, do what I did and work with an actual Colorado company. Hi, it's Ross, and the very best choice in solar is Bright Street Energy. They've installed hundreds of systems on everything from modest homes to the National Western Complex. They offer a lifetime system warranty, nearly unheard of in the industry. You can learn more and schedule your free solar consultation today at brightstreet.com. That's BRITE street.com, and make sure to ask about the special offer for my listeners.
Hey, if you're missing Bill O'Reilly, I know where you can find him. Newsmax TV. I've mentioned Newsmax TV. It's America's fastest growing cable news channel. It's conservative, and they don't buy into this political correctness stuff. I've been watching Newsmax TV. I like it, and frankly, sometimes I'm on it. You can check it out anytime and get real news and analysis that you're just not going to get anywhere else. They've got a lot of top guests, people like Professor Dershowitz, Mike Reagan, Eric Bolling. And this weekend, you can check out Bill O'Reilly's show, No Spin News. Bill will be exposing the media war on President Trump and his big win in Singapore. So see Bill O'Reilly and his No Spin News on Newsmax TV this Saturday at 7 Eastern and Sunday at 11 a.m. and 6 Eastern. Get Newsmax anytime on DirecTV Channel 349, dish 216, U verse 1220 in FiOS 615. For us, that's DirecTV channel 349 and dish 216. Or go to newsmaxtv.com for more info. newsmaxtv.com.
Homeowners, are you experiencing pipe leaks, low water pressure, or discolored water? These are all signs of old, failing, or corroded pipes. The only permanent solution is to replace your hot and cold water pipes with new high-quality PEX or USA Grade L copper pipes, a whole house repipe, and that's all Repipe Specialist does. In fact, Repipe Specialist has perfected their exclusive, minimally invasive home repipe, having completed over 40,000 homes in their 27 years in business. They've built a reputation on offering a clean, streamlined process for customer convenience, repiping an entire home in just 1 to 2 days, plus patching your walls. And when they're done, you'll barely even know they were there. For a limited time, get 20% off and 0% interest for an entire year on a proof credit, plus a lifetime guarantee. Repipe Specialist provides a free in-home estimate explaining the process tailored for your home. Call Repipe Specialist today for your free in-home estimate at 888-503-1742. That's 888-503-1742. 888-503-1742.
Ross Kaminsky, mornings 5 to 10.
I'm taking a little much-needed R&R with my family, traveling to a couple interesting places, going to eat some spicy food. Until then, the very capable John Caldera is in for me. I look forward to being back with you soon here on 630 KHOW.
By the way, Ted, I got your video. It's 12 minutes long. I have to wait and watch it later. Back to the IG report. Now, we're still doing Ask Michael Anything for this last segment, 303-713-8255. Email me, michaelbrown at iHeartMedia.com. Tweet me at michaelbrownUSA. And apparently Facebook is dead, but you can do it on YouTube, youtube.com/MichaelBrownToday. Here's probably one of the most important things to know about the Inspector General's report now that I've read the entire thing. On page 420, the Inspector General says that the conduct of 5 different FBI employees who were caught talking about their extreme political bias in the context of their duties has, quote, brought discredit to themselves, sowed doubt about the FBI's handling of the mid-year investigation, that's what they were calling the Hillary investigation, and impacted the reputation of the FBI. Listen to this particular quote from the report. When one senior FBI official, Peter Strzok, who was helping to lead the Russia investigation at the time, conveys in a text message to another senior FBI official, Lisa Page, that, quote, will stop, close quote, candidate Trump from being elected, after other extensive text messages between the two disparaging candidate Trump, it is not only indicative of a biased state of mind, but, even more seriously, implies a willingness to take official action to impact the presidential candidate's electoral prospects. This is antithetical to the core values of the FBI and the Department of Justice. Donald Trump needs to tell Jeff Sessions to tell Christopher Wray, or just cut the middleman out and go to Christopher Wray, that he wants a full house cleaning of the FBI. This is J. Edgar Hoover stuff, and it needs to be cleaned up. All I can think about, and yes, you know how I have authority issues. Think about the goober FBI agent that discharged his gun illegally in a bar while drinking, and he was allowed 10 days before he was booked into the Denver City Jail. 10 days. Special treatment. Now think about this Inspector General's report saying that the action of these two in particular is not only antithetical to the core values of the FBI and the Department of Justice, but implies a willingness to take official action to impact a presidential candidate's electoral prospects. That's virtually, not quite, I'm going to use the word treason. It's not quite treason, but it really bumps up against it. There needs to be an absolute house cleaning. Now, let's think about the other aspect of this. What's to be done with this report? Do you know that even today, the FBI has refused to turn over the documents that both the House and the Senate have asked for with respect to the Clinton investigation? So the Inspector General has the documents, the FBI has the documents, and they're refusing to give those to the House and the Senate, who have constitutional authority of oversight of the executive branch. It is their constitutional responsibility to investigate. It is their constitutional responsibility, in my opinion, to withhold funds, to essentially say, you know what? We're going to shut down FBI headquarters until we get these documents. Oh, we'll continue to fund the special agents in charge out in the various districts. We'll continue to do that. We'll continue to make sure that the FBI can continue to do its crime fighting and anti-terrorist activities. But headquarters, all of you are going to be furloughed, sent home. We're shutting the building down. We're turning the power off until we get the documents. I think if you want to talk about a constitutional crisis, this is a constitutional crisis. This is where we actually have an executive branch that is, and this is why I think Donald Trump needs to step up to the plate. For a guy who's willing to meet with Kim Jong-un, for a guy who is willing to tell China that he wants China to help him deal with Kim Jong-un, and then comes back and imposes 25 and 50% tariffs on China on certain goods and services, then I think it's time for him to also stand up and say publicly, turn the documents over now. I don't care. Turn them over unredacted. Turn them over in a skiff on Capitol Hill and let members of the House and Senate start to review them. Absent that, Congress needs to shut down FBI headquarters. What are they hiding? Simply ask yourself, if you had an employee, if you went to the accounting department and you asked the accounting department for a P&L statement or an accounts receivable statement or a particular contract with a vendor, I don't care what it is, and after 2 weeks they still hadn't given it to you, after 2 months they still hadn't given it to you, what would you do? You'd fire their ass. Trump needs to draw the line in the sand. He has the willingness and the ability to do so, and why he hasn't is beyond my understanding. Do it now, Mr. President.